All right, everyone, we have the perpetual student loan pause. That's right, Joe Biden can't forgive your student loan debt because it's illegal for him to do so. He no longer has the votes in the House to pass it, even though he did before. He could have gotten it passed in the last incarnation of Congress. There are enough sellout Republican rhinos in the Senate. All you got to do is throw Mitt Romney and John Cornyn and a few others some pork barrel. They'll get right aboard. You'll have to pay them 10, 20 billion apiece, but you can get the votes. After all, you can just print the money anyway, so it's not like Biden has to pony it up out of his own fucking fortune or anything like that. So they are now kicking the can further and continuing to pause student loans. Now, we were sold the premise of using an EO to pause student loan debt payments and end interest. The interest is continuously absorbed by the taxpayers. By the way, we've paid untold billions of dollars already to do that. We were sold this on the premise, look, the economy is having issues, we've got a state of emergency due to the pandemic, and so we can't expect people, when you got, at one point, 14% unemployment, you've got millions out of work, you've got people that are incapable of maintaining their same sort of lifestyle as before this. They've got shops closed, small businesses got slam-a-jammed, although they are beginning to recover, thankfully, due to the nature of supply and demand. Yeah, evil capitalism, but it's coming. They're coming back. Corporations are having problems now as well. The idea is that the economy was too broken fundamentally there for about a year because of lockdownerism, although they blamed the pandemic itself instead of the human response, for people to be expected to make their student loan debt payments. For a handful of people, this made sense because people were fucked by their own government. The state government shut everything down. They were on furlough. They're making less money. They lost a business or something. That's the government's fault. Millions of people did get screwed by that and should have had some sort of relief. They shouldn't have needed the relief in the first place, but once the damage was done, it makes sense to help the people that were fucked sideways by the government's big porcupine dick. Anyway, now, that's not a thing. I've been told by Biden now for the better part of a year that the economy is doing fine. It's robust. The only problem we have is inflation, and that's beginning to flatten. Well, the economy is not an issue then. That's not the reason for the pause to be extended. Supposedly, the economy is better now than it has ever been in human history. It's bullshit, but that's the line that they're selling people. Everything's fine. Don't worry. The Fed will do a soft landing. Interest rates won't go too high. Unemployment will stay low. There will definitely not be any world recession, even though we have openly fucking predicted it and alluded to it as the reason for our inflation crisis. Everything is perfectly fine, don't worry. Okay, so that's not the problem. COVID is no longer particularly on the public's mind. That's not the reason for it. Extending that state of emergency measure at most state levels, by the way, no longer even makes sense. But they're continuing to do it, but it's not the reason for the student loan pause. Therefore, I'll tell you the reason. The reason is because they want to pause the student loan debt repayments long enough so that the youth voters especially millennials, will lash out angrily when they are eventually restored. You're probably going to have an incoming Republican administration in 2024. They will be at the very least very reluctant to continue pausing the student loan debt payments. Therefore, people who for 4 years have normalized the concept of not having to pay that money, they've forgotten all about the fact that they ever have to repay. They were promised that they wouldn't have to repay, and some of them very stupidly, and I warned people of this, they assumed that they were going to get that debt relief. They ain't going to get it. It's been injuncted by the courts. Biden, by pausing the student loan debt repayments, has effectively ceded the issue. But it's not his problem. It's the problem for the next administration. I suspect that he will pause them again and again while he's in office, and it will then become a midterm election issue as well. Well, if the GOP wins, they're going to make you pay your student loans back. If you just give me more Democrats in the House and the Senate, we'll forgive the student loan debt, which they won't even do. You'll elect them, and then they're not actually going to pass such a bill. They either won't have the votes, mysteriously, which is very convenient for them, or they'll never get around to it. They'll put it on the back burner. They'll say, well, we've got other things. Those evil Republicans have really fucked things up. We got a lot of things to do. Don't worry, we'll get to it eventually. Then they'll keep kicking the can. And as soon as they come out of power, regardless of what happens in 24, they'll keep pausing it through 28 if they have to. All of a sudden, the student loan debt payments begin anew, and people have to shell out a few extra $100 a month despite adjusting their lifestyle for that extra money, as people stupidly tend to do. When they make more money, they tend to spend more money, which is a dumb idea. If you already have a reasonable lifestyle, you should restrain your spending as much as possible, whenever possible, live below your means whenever possible, and hoard the fucking wealth, and learn to invest, and learn how to save money instead of operating month to month. Most people don't do this, though. 90% of the population should never be entrusted with large amounts of money because they will blow it. I hate to say this, but have you ever seen the statistics on the number of people who win the lottery? They win fucking $15 million and then they go broke. They end up bankrupt, and then all of the assets, all of the wonderful toys that they bought because they thought, well, I've got loads of money, I'm rich now, I can do whatever I want, I'm going to buy a limo. Why didn't you just buy another regular car for the status? To pick up chicks, to pick up catfishers or something like that? Because of your bloated ego, you went through a midlife crisis, so you said, well, I've always enjoyed toast. I eat it every morning. But now I get avocado toast made at Starbucks for $10 a piece, and I feel people do that. They're stupid. People have already begun to adjust their lifestyles. Hey, Biden is saving me $300 a month. That's $300 a month I can spend. They're not saving it. They're not attempting to build any savings. They're not actually, as Warren suggests, investing it or doing anything like that. Some of them, the really impoverished, and I have nothing but sympathy, I've been in this boat, by the way, before, they switched from Cup of Noodle to Campbell's, and that's a marginal improvement. Okay, that's wonderful. And the rest, they moved into a bigger place. They stupidly took out a mortgage. Because the interest rates are taken care of and it's giving them positive credit, they decided to take out a loan. But they're not money smart, clearly and self-evidently. 90% of these people have become reliant on the government teat. The government is effectively covering their interest while they don't even make their payments. They could be using this period of time, if they have the means to do so, to continue paying down their student loans. Lord knows I did. I made a bulk payment of over $8,000, by the way, not that long ago into my student loan debt. I'm down below $20K at this point. Anyway, most people aren't doing that. I have sympathy for those that can't. Don't get me wrong. People who are already, they're like, oh shit, I'm one missed payment away from basically being under a bridge. I have sympathy for you. But if you're like solid middle class and you already were having trouble with a $300 a month payment, and now instead of trying to pay whatever you can per month to pay down the principal, you're using it to buy a fancier car or something, boy oh boy are you in for a nasty surprise, probably in 2024. Biden will kick the can down the road. It'll become a major electoral issue. He's doing this on purpose, by the way. There's a reason they never pushed it through at least the House in the last couple of years. They could have gotten the Republicans on record as saying we don't want to forgive student loans, and they could have used that as a talking point in the midterms. You'll notice that they didn't do that. Nancy Pelosi sidelined the issue and never even brought it before a vote, while saying that Biden could not forgive student loan debt. Then Biden used an EO. This was on purpose to hold it as a carrot over the heads of voters, and now they're punting the issue beyond 24 because they want any incoming Republican administration to cripple itself among youth voters, and in many cases now middle-aged voters with student debt still, by depriving them of forgiveness that had been offered before. Well, you've got the House and the Senate and the presidency. Mr. Trump, why won't you forgive our debt? We were promised it by the previous administration. They were generous. You've been fooled into thinking that. They were trying to be generous and they were blocked by the evil maggot Republicans. And now you're blocking it too. Wah! How will I afford Campbell's soup anymore? That's basically about how it's going to go over. Wait and see. That's about all. Peace out.